I was at my regular lunch place the other day when I heard shouting by the cash register. There was a well-dressed man, he was possibly Finnish, yelling at the cashier. As I got closer, it was clear this possibly Finnish man felt he was being overcharged for his lunch. The soup lunch special is advertised for $6.99, but this guy was being charged $8.99. The cashier pointed to the sign where it clearly said that if you get a chowder or stew, it's an extra $2. This guy from Finland, we'll call him Olavi, had a seafood chowder. I could smell it from a mile away, so he was being charged the correct amount. However, Olavi didn't care for this establishment's soup differentiation. Stew, chowder, cream, matzo ball, soup is soup, he yelled. Anyways, I went to the other cashier and got out of there before they called the police. I had places to be. But to think all this hullabaloo and hijinks could have been avoided if everyone was clear on their soup definitions. So our topic today is, you guessed it,
Soup, stew, and chili, they fill my heart and soul. From a simmer to a boil, it's love in every bowl. In the kitchen I find magic, a taste that's tried and true. Soup, stew, and chili, nothing else will do.
What is a soup? It's a very controversial topic. The best definition in a dictionary comes from Merriam-Webster and states that a soup is a liquid food, especially with a meat, fish, or vegetable stock as a base and often containing pieces of solid food. The key is that it's liquid-based. I want to tackle the most controversial soup topic right away. I'm not scared. So here goes. Stew and chili. Are they soups? No. Stew is similar to soup, but is generally considered a separate category for several reasons. Reason number 1. Consistency. Soup has a higher liquid content, making it more brothy or creamy, while stew is much thicker, with less liquid and a heartier texture. Reason number 2. Cooking method. Soup is usually simmered for a shorter period, allowing ingredients to retain some texture. Stew is slow cooked for a longer time, resulting in tenderized ingredients and a rich, thick consistency. Number 3. The proportion of ingredients. Soup contains more liquid relative to solid ingredients. Stew has larger, chunkier pieces of meat and vegetables with just enough liquid to cover them during cooking. Number 4. Serving style. Soup is often served as a starter or light meal, while stew is typically served as a main dish due to its heartiness and density. Some well-known stews are beef stew, chicken stew, Irish stew, which is lamb or beef with potatoes, goulash, which is Hungarian stew with paprika. Quick tip, never be farther than 2 minutes away from the nearest toilet or an extra pair of underwear when eating goulash. And finally, gumbo, which is Louisiana stew with seafood or sausage. As you can see, stew shares similarities with thick soups, but it's generally in its own category due to these distinctions. What about chili? Chili is considered a stew and not a soup for the following reasons. Number 1. Thicker consistency. Chili has a thick, hearty texture with minimal liquid, which aligns more with stews than soups. Number 2. Cooking. Like stews, chili is simmered for a long time to develop deep flavors and to tenderize ingredients such as meat and beans. Number 3. Ingredient ratio. Chili contains a high proportion of solid ingredients like meat, beans, tomatoes, and spices compared to the liquid, similar to stews. Number 4. Serving style. Chili is often eaten as a standalone dish, much like a stew, rather than as an appetizer or side dish like soup. So there you have it. Chili is also not a soup. Now that we've settled the hot button issues, let's get to the soup.
I've got a pot on the stove and spices by my side. When the soup starts bubbling, I feel a heartfelt tide.
Sorry about that. I just love that song. Okay, let's dive into soups. Soups are generally classified into 2 main categories. We have clear or thin soups and thick soups. Clear soups are soups made from a clear broth or stock without thickening agents. Thick soups are thickened using ingredients like flour, cream, or pureed vegetables. Clear soups can be further divided into bouillon or broth. These are simple, clear soups made by simmering meat, vegetables, and aromatics. Examples are chicken broth or beef broth. Consommé, a refined, clarified broth usually made by adding egg whites to remove impurities. Examples are beef consommé and chicken consommé. Thick soups can be subdivided into 5 categories. Cream soups are thickened with cream or a roux, such as cream of mushroom or cream of chicken. Puree soups are thickened by blending ingredients like vegetables or legumes. Examples are tomato soup, split pea soup, and butternut squash soup. Velouté is a soup thickened with a blonde roux and enriched with egg yolks or cream. Examples are chicken velouté and fish velouté soup. There's bisques. rich creamy soups typically made from shellfish and thickened with rice or cream. Examples are lobster bisque and crab bisque. Finally, there's chowder, a hearty soup with chunks of ingredients such as potatoes, seafood, or corn, often thickened with milk or cream. Examples are clam chowder and corn chowder. There's other classifications for soup based on ingredients and serving style. There's cold soups which are served chilled. Examples are gazpacho, which is a tomato-based soup from Spain, and vichyssoise, a potato and leek soup from France. National soups can get their own grouping. These are traditional soups from different cultures like French onion soup, minestrone from Italy, or miso soup from Japan. Well, I hope that helps clarify the wonderful world of soup. I don't know about you, but I got a hankering for a big hearty bowl of French onion soup right about now. It's colder than a brass toilet seat in the Yukon outside and I'm starving. Until next time.